finals with my boy Donald Bookhart. He just came back from ARG Orlando, and he won the 1K on day 2 with his Trap House deck.
Gosh, pretty much Trap House Paleozoics. So pretty much 7 rounds, whatever, went undefeated, 7-0. So I'll just go ahead into the deck profile while we have time. Of course, standard 3 Swap Frog, one of the best cards in the deck. 3 Dupe Supers. Don't get on me because these are not OT. I'll give them after the holidays. 2 Ronin Toadally, and that's it for the frogs. 2 Maxi. Standard now. I feel like it's really good at 2, so you need it for most decks, especially you going second. Spells. 3 Desires. You know, folks say it's a neg. It's still the best card. Like if I see this card in a frog, I feel like I win and going first. That's it for the spells. Only 3. 3 Diamiscus. This is like standard stuff. 3 of the MST.
3 Karma Cut, 3 MST.
Yeah. 3 Book of Moon. 3 Foolish Burial. 1 Barrel from Different Dimension, and 1 of the draw card, Graceful Charity. Basically, well, discard, draw 2. Yeah, as y'all see, notice this is Joshua Smith's list. I spoke with him like the night before of the event just to see, like, to understand his reason for playing certain cards, and he felt like it was optimal to play 40. The only card he said he missed was the Mirror Force trap, but that Michael State played in his list. But other than that, I mean, it worked pretty well at 40, and I pretty much saw everything I wanted to see all the time. So yeah, 3 Reckless Greeds. This card's like OP plus. Like if I have like 2 of these and like a trap guy engraved, it's like the deck just goes the fuck off. Like 3, yeah, they're DT Wabacoos. So clutch. Your opponent decides to like put their whole like life on the table. You just flip this card and you win. And then of course 3 Strike, standard. 3 Dimensional Barrier. I felt like every time I played against Metal Foes, if I open with like 1 of these, all I do is just flip this and like call Fusion. And if they would like pin on something, I just kill all their cards and that'd be game. So, and then 1 Evac and 1 Break the Skill. Most of the time I would just use a Foolish Trap to put the Break the Skill engraved for Denko Seka. And also against Metal Foes when they would like go first. Well, they would go first and they will go second, and they would set up for like the Alkalize play. So I can just break the skill of the Alkalize if they try to do anything reckless. So, and that's it for the main board. 40 cards. Extra deck. Of course, you got 3. Totally awesome. This card's freaking broken. Like if you open with this, like Swap Frog and any frog, you just make this. And then of course, like one of the most OP cards in the extra deck. I only played 2 Apabinia. Some people played 3. I didn't really miss 3. Most of the time I would just make this, and then like the following turn I'll just follow up with this if I have like a trap monster on board. And situation came up with my opponent would like have Denko on board, but if I would go Swap Frog into another frog, and then like they'll wait for me to see if I'll make Totally Awesome, and I would just make this, and I have traps in my hand, so like they can't like I guess like Metaphor, they can't Kieran this away, so then like I can just start playing traps, and then my deck just starts going off. So then 2 of this guy. I only made this guy like 1 time, but one cool play I saw somebody do when in a time situation. You can make like this guy like overlay with materials, and then you can stack a downer over it. So a downer is like be like 2,900 with 3 materials. And like what was crazy was at the Invitational, they were only doing 3 turns in time, not 5. It's kind of weird. So literally, if they call time on your opponent's turn, there's really 3 turns in between that. So you can just make like downer over this, and like if they have a monster set, you just like press over that for damage. 1 Cat Shark, of course. 1 Degussa Phoenix. Of course, you use this for the OTK combination with this and this. You just OTK your opponent and pump this to like 3K. 1 Sky Cavalry. 1 Downer Magician. This guy, never made this the entire tournament at all. Like day 1 or 2, I never made this card. Like I guess you can turn off certain cards face up, but it never came up. 1 of this guy. Pretty much, I guess when you have like no materials on any of your rank 2 guys, just overlay for this. Excuse me. And then, of course, I played this, 1 Dante and 1 Buster for cherries. I mean, some people were playing Dark Law over this, but I didn't like. What was crazy was in the side event, I saw like a lot of people were playing PK. It's kind of like in the 1K, so I didn't want to like have to run into that and not have a cherry target for it, because PK is still good. Like you can dimensional barrier them, but then like they could just like after 1 dimensional barrier is over and they stun you for a turn, they can just go in this and just go off. So I just want to be pretty good, because like if I play any deck that plays like Totally Awesome, I just would chariot away. You'll see that in the sideboard. All right, side, of course, Curse of Dragon tokens, normal tokens. And then of course 3 cherries. Every Murmur player I played against, I played I think a total of 5 Murmur players. Like if I stole game 1, this won me every match because simply I feel like the deck cannot play without Totally Awesome. So once they like would summon like Prince or any of their cards, I'll just activate this or wait for them to make Bahamut Shark and I'll drop this, get rid of Totally Awesome, and their deck can't do anything. Like, that's it. And I feel like this card is really important, especially going into February when Zodiacs come out. So if you don't have some, I think you better get you some now while they're cheap. Standard stuff, 3 System Down, 3 Cosmic Cyclone. This card was really clutch, especially going against Metal foes. Like, they would pop and set like Fusion, and you just banish Fusion and you just win. They can't like grind with you most of the time. And this is also good going against Yang Zings. I played against 4 Yang Zings the entire weekend, and in I think it was round 6, I opened with 2 of these, 2 Frog, and like 2 Trap. So I got rid of both his stuff and summoned Swap Frog and just went off from there. So this card's really good. You might want to get you some while they're like not that expensive. They're like I think like 16s. So 1 Regeki and Double Dark Hole. Pretty much side this in basically for like any like Dark Lords. Also Hero too. Like if you can bait out the Totally Awesome or get rid of the Totally Awesome with cherries, then you can just blow their board away. Same for Mermaids as well. So and then 1 warning. This card, I feel like, as Joshua said, it's only good if you're going first. So, like, I usually bring it in game 2 or 3 if I'm going first, depending on the situation. So, it's not good in the main because you don't want to draw it after a board is established. It's a pretty dead card. And then, like, MVP card of the entire, well, before I get to that, second one of these because game two and 3, like if I know my opponent's siding in Dankos and Floodgate monsters, I want to be able to get Breakthrough Skill to the grave as quickly as possible. Or this other card that I'm about to show you now, like Into the Grave, Mischief of the Gnomes. This card again was really good because basically what it does is if you activate it, it reduces all monsters levels in hand and anything that's on field by 1. So in hindsight, like if you go against ABCs, they can't make exceeds. If you go against the Mirror, they can't make any type of rank monsters, and then like you get banishes from your graveyard and reduce everything on the board in the hand too by 1. So it was really good. But overall, like I went 6-2 in the Invitational. So it was like tiebreaker sucked, bubbled out once again, but I like played into the 1K so I could redeem myself. And you know, it was a good weekend or whatever. Got 400 store credit, and you know. But I'll send my shout outs to my boys from SOS. You know, first off, shouts out to my new squad, Team Top Cut now. Definitely want to give a shout out to Michael State and also Joshua Smith for they talked to me the night before I went to the event and they gave me my pointers on the deck, and also to my friend from Maryland, Jeremy Gosno and King Waku. They also gave me like a little mini Paleozoic class, like in between round was it 2, and I pretty much learned how to play the deck after that. So, but and also shout out to everybody in Fayetteville that was repping me while I was away. So that's my deck profile trade.
Thanks for the deck profile, Donald, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, man.
Deuces.
Leaders.